Hello and welcome to my kitchen. I'm Judith. And I did want to make soup today, but I looked in my fridge and went, oh dear. This will definitely be a vegetable soup. I was aiming for a lovely cauliflower soup. It's now going to be a mixed vegetable soup. Have you ever looked in your fridge and went, oh my, I really have to do something with all those vegetables? Which is exactly what I did today. So I was planning on a cauliflower soup, which is why I bought a lovely head of cauliflower yesterday. And then I found a half a head of cauliflower in my fridge. Starting to go horrible. I also have some broccoli that's starting to go yellow. A couple of carrots. I got the end of a cucumber there. And some leftovers from a hot pot. So, time to clean the fridge out. We are going to be making a cauliflower soup with plenty of other vegetables, which is actually what I intended. I remember a wonderful cauliflower soup that I used to get at a restaurant many years ago, and it was colorful. It had little carrot bits in it and little green bits in it, and it wasn't smooth, it was chunky, but it was oh so good. So that's what I was going to make today. And it looks like I have just enough stuff to do that. So let me start chopping vegetables and then I'll be right back. Now that I have the vegetables all chopped up, let's get started. And this is going to be a vegan soup. Although for stock I did use Knorr vegetable stock cubes. They do claim to be vegan. They also claim to be gluten-free, which they do have caramel in them for coloring, and that's usually a no-no. Does have gluten. So I'm not sure how they claim to be gluten-free, but they do. Anyway, let's get started. So a tablespoon of vegetable oil. I am using avocado oil. Then we are going to add about a cup of chopped white onion. And I do have the heat on low. Oh dear. I've got some peels in there. Let's get those bits out. Try and find them. And I also have about 3/4 of a cup of chopped celery. We're not trying to brown this because we do want it fairly white. I mean, the soup isn't going to end up completely white, but we'll have some green and some red, orange. We just want to soften the onion and the celery. Now we're going to add about a cup of diced carrot. Get that softened. So give that a couple of minutes to soften up, and then we'll start adding more. Right, now that we've got our carrots, onions, and celery softened, we're going to start adding in other vegetables. So now I have approximately a full head of cauliflower, because I had the half head that needed to get used up, and I used a half head of the new head. I have 4 cups of vegetable stock, which, as I said, I did use the Knorr vegetable stock. So it does have herbs and spices in it. And I'm going to bring this up to a simmer and let this cook for a little bit just to make sure things start to soften before we add anything else. Well, it's been simmering for 15 minutes. Let's see how we're doing. Still very firm, but we do have much more to add and a while more to cook. So now we want to add our broccoli, and that was that bit that I had left in the fridge that was getting kind of nasty looking. So I pretty much chopped away a lot of the green, the dark green, and what we're getting is the stalk and the lighter underside, but that's okay. We also want to add our random veggies, which, yeah, there's some enoki mushroom, some baby bok choy, and some daikon. Okay, so now we're going to have to add a little more liquid. So we'll just add some hot water to cover. Okay, let's get it back up to a simmer. And once it comes to a simmer, we're going to set the timer for about 15 minutes. We'll set it for 15 and check it in 10. That's our 10-minute mark. Let's see how we're doing. Oh, it looks wonderful. So let's check the doneness of our veggies. Cauliflower is so soft it just disintegrates. How's the broccoli doing? Pretty good. Still has a little bit of tooth to it. Our carrot should be ultimately soft. Well, that is not going to be enough to thicken my soup, but let's get it in there. And let's go with the rest. Now, the one thing I don't like about this is that I have to use two hands on the blender, and I can't hold the bowl. Although, the way it works, it doesn't really seem necessary to hold the bowl. So, pour that in as well. Let's give it a stir, see how we're doing. Oh, it's doing great. But I think we still need some more. So, let me grab some more out of here so I can blend it. So if you don't have a stand mixer or a blender, you can always use a potato masher. So to serve, we're going to add a little sprinkle of smoked paprika. So added smoked paprika in, and I have a wonderful seeded roll to eat with it. Well, I'm using butter. If you want it vegan, you use your vegan fat of choice. That is so good. A wonderful alternative to a cream soup. A wonderful alternative to a cream soup. You could add milk or cream if you wanted it to be a cream soup, but it does not need it. And to add a smoky flavor to it, just hit it with some smoked paprika at the end. Oh, so good. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, you liked it, so give it a like. If you've watched a lot of my videos, you might consider subscribing. Liking and subscribing helps my channel. Share it. Share the video if you think someone else would like it. And please do comment. I want your comments. I want to know what you think. I want to know what you want to see me cook. I love new flavors, new tastes, new foods. So if you have something that you like and I haven't done yet, put it in the comments. Give me suggestions. I'd love to research, even if you don't know the recipe. I don't need you to know the recipe. Tell me what it was. If you know the name or the main components. Like if it was a stew and it had something in it that I'm not familiar with, that's okay. I can research it. I can figure it out. Just let me know where you're from or where the recipe is from and what type and what the main component was. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all, and I will be back soon with another recipe.